I think my wife is having an emotional affair with her coworker, but I can't get enough evidence. My wife and I have been married for 20 years, and have 2 teenage kids. Our marriage is kind of shaky in the sense that we almost got divorced 4 years ago. We decided to stick it out because of the kids and due to COVID. Things have never gone back to good again, but I wouldn't say we have a bad marriage where we fight all the time either. We still have intimacy and talk every once in a while. One of our biggest issues is that my wife is a workaholic. For the last 7 years, she has worked 10 to 12-hour days 5 to 6 days a week. She doesn't have to work too hard, she actually enjoys it. Anyway, about a year ago, she started working with Martin. He's a sales guy about 15 years younger than her. I didn't think much about it because she would always tell me what they're up to and funny things that happen. So there weren't any secrets. But then something happened in the news recently, where my wife expressed the opinion that was completely different than what she used to believe. And it made me think that Martin had a bigger impact than I had previously thought. I asked her a lot about this and how close she was with Martin and voiced my concerns. But she just laughed and said there's nothing to be concerned about. Anyway, a few other things happened, like for example, he sent flowers on her birthday. Not roses or anything, just kind of plain bouquet of flowers. I became uncomfortable, and I snooped on her phone and our phone records. One thing that immediately shocked me was that she texts him more than anyone else, including me and her mother. Most of the time they use Slack, so these texts were only for 2 months. And yet she still texts him more. When I got hold of her phone, I searched her texts between him and her, and they were completely business related. There was no social stuff at all, except for the occasional heart or wink. The one area that is a little bit troubling is that she did delete some texts and phone messages. I looked at the deleted texts, and there was nothing surprising. I'm not even sure why she deleted them. I can't really tell about the phone calls, but they were all very short, so I don't think there's anything to them either. The text stopped. My theory is that they started using Slack, a communications app, more. I went through her Slack account, and it was still completely business related. I don't know what to make of all this. I don't think she's having an affair, but I think she is way closer to him than she is to me. I asked her about this in bed last night. We had a heart-to-heart conversation, and she said that she cares for him as a friend, but that's all. I think that I lost my marriage to her, not Martin. Is there anything that I can do? Update. I talked to my wife over the last few days, and the initial conversation was extremely bad. I think she was gaslighting and lying to me. Eventually, she let me look at everything. Slack, WhatsApp, text messages, the lot. I had to go through a million boring business messages to see an occasional message that, while definitely not cheating, was not appropriate either. There was nothing sexual, it was more affectionate, like, "Good morning sunshine." This actually hurt me quite a bit because that is an intimate term that we use for each other. I think that they were about to start an emotional affair. She admitted that they worked too closely together and that they should separate their work more. The good news is this, I honestly don't think it went beyond any of the above. The bad news is this, I think I'm going to file for divorce soon. She knows this. It has nothing to do with Martin. For years, I wanted to have a marriage that was intimate, and with her working so hard, I'm slowly dying inside. This is no way to live. She's not going to change, and I need to start thinking about my own well-being. Time to find new meaning.